Hello, this is David Garn here from Focus Freedom Trading. An interesting question has been posed to me by one of the traders in our group. As you know, we do a thing called the Ninja Smart Money, where we use the harmonic scans to set out traps where we put buy limits or sell limits. Well, I sent out a signal earlier on for the EUR AUD for a sell. In between times, a harmonic scan has come up for the EUR NZD for a buy. Same conditions, but as you know, you can't have a sell on the EUR AUD and a sell on the EUR NZD because it wouldn't work out. And also AUD and NZD mirror each other the way they trade anyway. So I wanted to explain what my thinking is of it. So if I just share the screen with you a bit. So here's the signal. I've hidden all the coordinates, but basically I'm looking for price to come up here to give us a sell on the EUR AUD. Looking for price to enter this zone. So we got a nice little sell on the EUR AUD, but as I said, just travelling along to the EUR NZD, which is, where's the EUR NZD? The EUR NZD, which is there. And as you can see, this is the new trade come in for the EUR NZD. And if anything, this would be a buy. Although we haven't set our traps yet because we haven't. This is the D point. We haven't had a break of structure, which is there, and also we haven't had a higher high formed, so we cannot do that yet. But going by the harmonic scans, and if you trust harmonic scans, it could very well go for a buy situation. We might have a higher high here, so therefore we've set a trap down here for a buy. So you can have both. So what I could do then is to determine what I think would happen. So in my thought process at the moment, I will go on to TradingView again and have a look at the DXY, which is the US dollar currency index, and try and determine from that, the bigger picture, what I think the US dollar currency index is currently doing. Because whatever the US dollar currency index is doing will be the exact opposite to what the euro will do. So if the US is on a sell, the euro will be on a buy. And on the bigger picture, on the daily, we can see that the RSI is in the extreme, stochastics in the extreme, ready for a sell, possibly coming down to these levels down here. Well, that's the Bollinger Bands, by the way. So that's on the daily. So on a daily time frame, it's more or less for a sell. But on the it's a bit tricky because on the 4 hourly, which is a lot smaller, we're actually coming up for a buy situation. So indeed, the US dollar might actually get down to these levels here, which is only a few pips away, and then go for a bigger buy, maybe reaching these levels up here. So certainly on the shorter term, on the 4 hourly, it might be a buy. So if the US is a buy on the 4 hourly, that means the euro will be a sell. So our EUR AUD will certainly may come into fruition. So if we go back to the EUR AUD and have a look, it's still got a long way to go to reach these levels where we got our trap. Basically, they're not being they're being non-committal, and we need to keep an eye on this, obviously, because as we know, things change as per news and everything like that. But at the moment, EUR AUD would be, on the next 4 hours, would be the biggest outcome, because we've got some a little bit of imbalance here, a little bit of imbalance there to fill. So there is every reason for the EUR AUD to actually go up to these levels here. But price will do what it's going to do at the end of the day, and it's a very tricky one to assess. But we got the trap set on the EUR AUD because we had breaker structure and all that good stuff. And guess what? If it hasn't triggered, you're not in the trade, so no harm done. But it gives you a little bit of stuff to look at. So that's what I'm seeing at the moment. Time will tell where we can analyse after the trade, or even if the trade does take part at all. In the meantime, we just got to be patient and see how things pan out. So thanks very much for listening, and bye for now.